Hi, this is our presentation for PenTest 1, Room A, and our group name is Siuuu. Okay, scroll. My name is Muhammad Rino Frawidia bin Suhairi, as the leader for the group, and the other two group members is Muhammad Amirul Haikal bin Zamri and Nur Ayu Farisha binti Hamdan. Okay. Uh, For the first part of the presentation is the recon and enumeration part. The members involved in this part is me, Rino, Haikal, and Ayu. And the tools used in this part is Kali Linux, Nmap, and Beginner Solver, which is the Cipher Auto Solver. Uh, and then after a few attempts we did in this part, we finally get the final result. Uh, so uh, so now I'm gonna explain about the thought process and methodology for this part. Firstly, after getting the machine IP from TryHelpMe, we scan the machine IP using Nmap to check for open ports in the terminal. After that, uh, we scan for the ports. Which can After we done scanning for the ports, we use the SSH command to find the correct port for our machine. From the information we got after scanning the ports using Nmap, we know that the range value of the ports is between 9,000 and 13,783. After that, we tried to check for port 13,783, and it showed that the port is higher, and we checked for port 10,215, and we had the message lower, which gave us a clue that the correct port is higher than 10,215. Then we know that we can obtain the correct port using those clues. Okay. Then after that, after checking for several ports using the clues given, we finally found the correct port, which is 10,862. After connecting the port, we got a message that looks like an encrypted text. Okay, next we copied the text to decode the message we search for to decode the message we search for cipher identifier and analyzer. On this side, we search for beginner tool and paste the text we copied in the text box. And then we set the max key length to 20. And then we use autosolve because we don't have any key yet. After getting the key, we type the key in the text box provided and decode the text. As a result, we got a decoded message at the bottom of the decoded message. We got At the bottom of the decoded message, we get the secret. Then we go back to our SSH. After entering the secret in our SSH, we have what appears to be the username and the password. After that, we connect to the Jabberwock IP port using the SSH tool. We use the password we get before to log in to the Jabberwock. After we successfully log in to the Jabberwock, we use ls-l command to see all the files available in the Jabberwock user. For the final results, we successfully obtained the user flag by using cat commands to check the content in the user.txt file. Upon verification of the flag, we place the flag into TryHackMe site and got the confirmation. Okay, that's all.
So for the next part is initial foothold. So I am Haikal. So the members involved is Reno, Haikal and Ayu. Tools used is Kali Linux, Netcat and CrackStation. The thought process and methodology and attempt is as below. We start a Netcat listener using the Netcat command at 1234 port, then create the file name was relic.sh to connect to Netcat, but it didn't catch it. So we use sudo reboot to reboot the machine. After a few minutes, catches it. And then we use command ls -la to get the hidden files. We see there are two txt files. We open two of them, but for humptydumpty.txt, output is as below. Then the outputs like hash, so we copy and paste the output to create station. But the results are like this. It's like password, the last one is right, so maybe it's not hash. So we decide to decode it from hash. We navigate to hash decoder online tools, copy and paste the hash, and we got the password. So we stabilize the shell using Python 3.c command before changing to another user, and now we switch to Humpty Dumpty using the password that we get.
Okay, so now my name is Ayu, and now I am explaining the horizontal privilege escalation. So we now are on Humpty Dumpty user. We list out the hidden file in the directory, but the output it seems odd for Alice because the home directory is executable for all in the home directory. So we navigate to the Alice and list out the directory. So but if nothing happened, so we use the .ssh /id underscore rsa, and using the cat command we open it, and the output are like that. And next we copy the output to a local file and we change the permission to 600 and login via ssh. It's like that. And next we are login as Alice, but Alice still not a root user. So again, we list out the directory and it show the kitten.txt file, and we open it using the cat command. So we move on to the root privilege escalation, and so we navigate to the sudoers directory and list out the directory. So there are 4 outputs and one of them is Alice. So again, Alice is seem a little bit odd, so we use the cat command to open it. So we try to sudo it using the -h command, and it seems that we are on root. Next, we navigate to root and list out the directory again, and the output are 4. And one of them are root.txt file. So using the cat command, we get the output, but the output are reversed. So we use the rev command to get the flag.